Good evening and salutations, my Days of Our Lives fans. I can't help but smile. I can't help but smile because I enjoyed this episode. You know what? I enjoyed it for a lot of different reasons. But one of the best things that actually happened was towards the end, and it gave me that nostalgia feeling that I had when I first started watching soap operas. You know that you can't wait for the next episode. Um, you can't wait to watch the next episode. Must TV. You gotta watch the next episode to find out what's going on. I missed that. I feel like at this point that the other three should be taking notes. I never thought I would say that, and I'm still just mind boggled at that I felt like that today. I've been feeling like that for a while, but like, especially the way it ended, so great. I am so loving the fact that they put this on Peacock. Don't get me wrong, Days is already killing it compared to GH, and I love GH. GH is picking up steam now. Of course, this episode wasn't really too great, so you gotta sit there and choose between Days and GH. I think it's pretty obvious by my excitement, tone of my voice, which way you should go first. Now, going into this, I want to start off with Chad because Chad, the actor that's been playing Chad, he's been killing it. I know some people are like, oh, I don't really, whatever. You have your own opinions, and that's cool. But I personally think that this guy is killing it. Okay, even yesterday, he was so into the moment. Okay, like he was literally. You ever just? I'm trying not to be disgusting about it, but like when he was yelling and everything like that, you saw like spit coming out of his mouth because he was just that angry. And normally I'd be like, ew, that's gross, and I'm not gonna be able to eat for a good half an hour. But I was just so embroiled into his scenes lately. And I can't even sit there and I can't even believe I'm saying that. You know, when I first started watching the show, I thought he was a privileged dick. And for the most part, I kind of still did think that way, but like lately, he's just been killing it. I mean, you gotta sit there and think. He didn't just kill. I mean, Clyde didn't just kill the love of his life. He killed the mother of his children. That's a certain. That's a certain hell that no one should ever have to face. So he's been killing it. So he brings him to the cemetery, and he goes through it all. Clyde goes through it all. The whole gruesome death, and how. Here's the thing. I don't. I mean, granted, we could all sit there and look at what Abby did and been like, "Bo, you have somebody who literally just got out of jail for doing a whole bunch of crimes. He is in your house, and you just pointed out that he has black gloves on." The story made no sense, and granted, I felt like she could have played it off better. Like, no, listen, he's not here. Go find him somewhere else or whatever. You know, there's ways she could have diffused the situation. Or could have just tried to play a little stupid, but she, was just like, oh, well, what are you talking about? My husband's not going to be home for hours. This, that, and third, and you're wearing black gloves. And this in the middle of well, I forgot what month she was meant to say. I think it was the middle of this month or whatever. And Clyde was like, oh, well, I had some grease burns on my fingers, my hands, and I just didn't want to sit there and show it. So Abby was like, all right, cool. Let me take a look. I mean, I'm not a doctor or anything like that, but let me take a look. Okay, cool. So I'm just gonna call the cops right now. It's just like, come on, bro. Have you not watched any sort of horror movie or suspense movie or any movie that involves? I mean, my point is, like, you just told a former ex-con that is in your house that you're gonna call the cops. Yeah, exactly. So at this point, he grabs a knife. Abby fights back. She didn't go down, she went down swinging, and that's great, you know. But he stabbed her, and I guess she tried to crawl on the bed, and I mean, they didn't show him just doing it multiple times, but come on. He got the answer that Chad got the answer that he was looking for. At this point, Clyde is like, yeah, okay, so you're not gonna kill me yet, right? Of course, gets into Sunny about how you try to blame Leo into 1 second. I don't know why I don't like this song. So yeah, Clyde at this point tells Chad how he tried to frame Leo by, taking out Sunny and getting the letter. I mean the revenge note and everything like that. So he tells more of the details. At this point, again, Clyde is like, yeah, you're not gonna do it. You don't have to sit there and do it, do you? So he grabs the gun, they fight for it, and the gun gets tossed somewhere. They start going back and forth. Clyde gets the upper hand. He's choking the life out of him, and then EJ comes in like a badass and shoots him right in the back. And yeah, so that pretty much was about it as far as that is concerned. Now, of course, he was with Bella. EJ was with Bella and Sean and everything like that at City Hall. And EJ did not want to sit there and tell certain information, but Bella was like, "No, we got to do it. We got to do it." How even I'm like, "Yo, Chad, after this, you might want to sit there and start taking some self-defense classes." I'm just saying, man. I mean, this guy has like what 60, close to 70, probably on you. Come on, bro. Anyway, that was this. So while Sean is not looking at the surveillance footage or whatever to try to see where Clyde and Chad went, by the time Bella turns around, EJ's already gone. And I was just looking when you saw them focus specifically on the tablet, I'm like, hey guys, he's gone. He's gone. He left. Hey, he's gone. And when she turns around, she's like, Bella's like, oh, so EJ, what do you think? Um, Jennifer. Jen. So those pills finally hit her, and she's seeing Abby. Okay, but Abby's not really talking, and it's just a hallucin. It's just her hallucinating. But she's, clearly feeling the effects of the pills because at some point she starts imagining her daughter bleeding from the stomach. She gets in the car. She is driving high. Now it seems like she's going to run into Gwen. Gwen was not there. I'm surprised Gwen actually told Jack about Jen's pill problems. Jen was not there talking. Gwen was not there talking to Leo. Long story short, they made up after accusing each other and writing each other out as far as who's going to go in jail, whatever. So after they made up or whatever, and to be fair, they both literally threw each other under the bus and they wound up being in jail for a certain amount of time. But Gwen went over there to sit there and tell to tell Leo that Clyde was one that was behind it. Was behind Sunny, was behind Abby and everything. And after they made up, Gwen was like, I need your help to sit there and try to, help Jen and then help Jack or whatever. And Leo was like, oh, you're going soft. Now, to be honest, she's went soft for a very long time. When she first came into town, she had all these master plans, how she was going to get back at Abby and the whole family. Next thing you know, she got some doctors that they're, forcing her to sit there and sell these pills. I'm like, granted, this is what happens with a lot of cases with these villains that become heroes, and then it's like all of their skills just went out the window. But yeah, even Leo was like, yeah, you're soft or whatever, and you spend some time with me, and you get back to your old self. But yeah, she runs into Jack, and she tells Jack like, yo, listen, your wife got a problem with pills. Like, I saw her. And at first, Jack was in denial. He was like, no, that was one time. That she's a lot stronger than that. And Gwen was like, seriously, at the Abbey? You really think that she's nah, she's popping those things, like for real. You need to get her some help. So Jack listens, and at first it almost seemed like he was gonna be like, if you're lying or if you're making this up, but he didn't even get to that. He went to the house, he saw the pills on the floor. He knew that that Gwen was telling the truth. Now I'm sitting there thinking that Jen being high and everything like that winds up running into Gwen, hurting her, and it's going to be some sort of rift. Now, when I saw the previews for, I guess, like next couple weeks, I thought she was going to go over the cliff. That's what I originally thought. I seriously thought that Jen was going to go over the cliff. But when you really think about it, I mean, Jack already lost one daughter. I feel like it would be kind of cruel to sit there and lose his wife as well. I feel like the writers of this show has they can show people be sad but not be miserable and whatever like they are with Sasha on General Hospital. I'm just saying. And Bonnie gives Nancy a pep talk because now she's right back to that spot again. She felt like she got used, she got played, and she feels like I don't know. She feels like another man used her and disappointed her. Bonnie gives her a pep talk. They hug, they cry, and she feels better. I mean, the point of the pep talk is to not give up on love. You know, is not give up on love. And granted, I can understand why she would. She known Craig for a majority of his life, has two children with him. Come to find out, this dude is cheating on her with another man. So there's that. And then there's Clyde. And then you find out that this dude is sitting there just killing people. Just killing people. I can see how your foundation on love can be very shaken. I get it. But I don't know. It was a nice moment. It was a nice moment. It's too bad that she has, and I still can't. I'm not gonna get over the fact that Bonnie told Alex, "Hey, who cares? It's just a little, just a little sexual harassment suit. Who cares about something like that?" I, I can't get over that. I really can't go over that. But it was a nice little moment. I feel like that's pretty much about it. Yeah, I feel like that's about it. I don't think that I really missed too much of anything else, or at least the most pertinent information. So, that being said, I'm going to go. I want to thank you for watching, be safe, and I'll see you in the next video.